Today, I'm going to show you how to create Antidote to Common Poisons. The things we'll need to create our antidote to common poisons is 1 glass bottle, and this is actually a recycled liquor bottle that I'm using. It's from a local distillery, but I'll put a link to the bottle in the description down below. But you could use any bottle you'd like. This bottle had a nice synthetic stopper. We are going to use some distilled water and a tiny bit of alcohol. We are going to be using blue and red food coloring, as well as moss green mica powder, which is kind of a teal. I don't really know why they call it moss green. We're going to be using some black cording, as well as a beaker and mixing spoon for mixing. And we're going to embellish with some silver chain and a little silver skull. And finally, we will need our label, printed on sticker paper, and the link for this is in the description down below. Let's get started. Would you like a chance to win a monthly potion bottle from me? Then consider supporting me over on Patreon. All of my patrons have a chance to win a monthly potion bottle. Patreon not your thing? No worries, you can become a member here on YouTube and get exclusive icons and emojis to use in the comment section. Link is in the description down below. Alright, I already added my distilled water, and now I'm going to add just a tiny bit of alcohol, and this is just to keep the water nice and clean. We don't want anything growing in our potions. I'm going to mix that up. And now we're going to add our food coloring. So I'm going to just start with 1 drop of each. So we're going to add our red. And a drop of our blue. And then we're going to mix that up. And we get a really great purple color. So now at this point, I'm going to pour some of this off into our beaker. And we're going to take our moss green mica powder, and I'm going to add a decent amount in here. And we're going to mix that up. And that gives us a really pretty teal color. And we're going to add that in to our purple. And that gave us a really great teal takeover of that purple. And then when it settles, it'll go right back to that beautiful purple color. All right, so now we're going to cork our bottle up. And we can start embellishing it. To embellish this, we're going to wrap the neck of our bottle, and I want to go all the way up to the cork. So we're going to wrap this bottle just like we have hundreds of others before. I'll put a link to my tips and tricks video up above and down below in case you're not familiar with how I wrap my bottles. have our perfectly wrapped bottle. All right, we are going to put on our label next because it's going to help me figure out where I want to put on our skull charm and chain. So this one is going to sit a little bit lower. All right, so now that that is on, we can figure out where we want to put our skull charm. And I kind of want it to hang a little bit at an angle, and I'm thinking right about here. So the first thing I'm going to do to prep our chain is get rid of the clasp. I want to keep the little round jump ring, but I want to get rid of the actual little lobster claw. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach this to one side of our charm here. All right, so now that I have the one side attached, we're going to figure out where we want this to hit. So I feel like about here. So we're going to cut this off. All right, so I have cut the chain, and now I'm going to take the jump ring off of the other side. And then we are going to attach our skull. All right, and once we do that, we have our little hanging skull here. And we're going to place that on our bottle, and I kind of want it to hang a little bit askew, like that. And I don't really want it to move. So I think I'm going to add a drop or two of our UV glue behind it, kind of like you do with a necklace you don't want to move. You add a little bit of eyelash glue on the back of the clasp and stick it to the back of your neck, and then the chain doesn't swivel around to the front or anything like that. I think we're going to do the same thing here, where we kind of just tack down our chain so it can't move. So to do that, I'm going to put just a tiny bit of our UV glue on the back. Trying to figure out best place, yeah. Okay, then we have our chain, and when we shake up our potion, it's not going to move. Now, I haven't glued our cork on yet, and I may add just a little bit more potion in here. So originally I thought I would want to be able to see some of the actual, like where the top ends, but I actually think I'd rather it be full. So I'm going to take our cork off, and I will glue our cork in. I just haven't done it yet, and it was because I was still debating a little bit in my head about whether we would, if I'd want it filled up just a little bit more. These corks mean business, man. All right, I'm going to add just a little bit more of our distilled water. And I will glue the top of this. All right, so now we have our teal potion, which Antidote to Common Poisons, when brewed correctly, is a teal color. So we brewed ours correctly. And this potion, when administered, will counteract the effects of ordinary poisons, such as those found in creature bites and stings. So there we have it. Our antidote to common poisons. This will be a great addition to our potion and prop collection we make along the way. So if you guys like this video, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we will catch you guys later. Thanks so much.